Welcome everyone to your Healthfit 12 workout. We're your hosts, Alissa Rossman of Boise Fitness Equipment.
And I'm Charity Majors of Fit Body Training.
Today, Charity is going to take us through a core workout. Charity, for those of us who might not know, when you say core, what does that mean?
Well, so if we were to chop off your head, your arms, and your legs, your trunk or your mid-torso, front and back, that's considered your core. So your core muscles are all the smaller, deep muscles that really hold our body together. Our core muscles are the beginning of all movement, and so it's really, really important to make sure that our core is strong and stable.
So being strong, you hear a lot of people, they just want six-pack abs and they're just focusing on what they think is their core and doing a lot of sit-ups.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the right thing to do, or?
Not necessarily, and it's because there really isn't such thing as a spot reduce, like, oh, I want to lose weight here, I want to tone up here. Our body, we lose body fat from all over the place, and so we want to make sure, like if you were to chew gum, you would have like the skinniest, strongest face ever, right? If there was such thing as a spot reduce. So there's no such thing as that, and so you really have to make sure that you're working your full body, that we're burning those calories if you're weight loss, or if your goal is weight loss, so that we're losing body fat from all over. The part that's kind of hard is that typically our trouble areas are usually the places in our body that have the most body fat, so they are the last ones to go. So it does take a longer time for consistency to make sure that those spots do go down in body fat.
So it's important not to just work on the front, but also the back to balance things out, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, it looks like in today's workout, we're simply using our body weight and our Gym Boss timer. So everyone at home watching, you don't need anything to participate in today's workout, so join us when we return.
Healthfit 12 is brought to you by Blue Cross of Idaho.
All right, so to start out our core workout, we're gonna start with a plank with a knee progression, flutter kicks, and Russian twists, and we're just gonna cruise right through those 4 times.
Right.
So on your hands and on your toes, bring your opposite knee to your opposite elbow, then your same knee to your same elbow, and then you're gonna bring that knee on the outside of your elbow. And we're gonna keep moving through this. So what this movement does is it's actually progressing you through a couple different planes of motion. So we're getting some rotation in there, we're getting those knees to move around quite a bit and put a little bit more tension on your core in a different way as opposed to just holding the plank. How's that feel?
Could really feel this in my core.
Good. Go ahead and flip over on your back for me. We're going to do flutter kicks. So we're going to lay all the way back. Hands go underneath your booty. Legs go out straight. We're going to take those legs and lift them up off the ground and give them a little flutter. So what this does is it creates a longer lever for your core to have to stabilize. So we should be kind of feeling some core tension in your, especially those lower abs. And keeping those hands underneath your glutes just kind of really helps with your back. So now go ahead and sit up for me in a V sit. So we want to lean your body back, lift those legs up, and rotate from side to side for me. So now we're working in rotation. Nice. Now if you want to make this one a little harder, you can straighten those legs out all the way up. There you go. Or if you want to make this one a little easier, then we can touch your heels to the ground, but still make sure that your body is leaned back, so we get that tension on your abs. Nice job. And back to your plank. So back on your hands and on your toes. That was number 1. All the way on your toes, opposite knee to opposite elbow. So get that rotation, same knee to same elbow. And on the outside of your elbow. Nice job. So again, in this plank position, we want to make sure that your back is nice and straight, that we're sucking in your belly button, flexing those abs so that your core is strong and stable. Again, in this prone position or in this face down position, we want to keep your belly button in and those abs flexed. Flip on over again for me for those flutter kicks. How you doing?
Doing good.
Abs getting warmed up?
So basically hands in the small of the back?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yep, good question. Hands in the small of the back. Flutter those legs so we get some tension going through your core. Nice. How your abs doing so far?
Oh, I'm feeling them.
Oh, good. Good. Core workouts are always good before summer or during summer. All right, V-sit for me. V-sit, Russian twist. So we're coming up, Lean those legs. There you go. Nice, and working in rotations. This is actually a great one for all of you guys who play sports and maybe have some rotations. So whether it's golf, whether it's baseball, softball, most sports, volleyball. I'm partial to volleyball, but you know, most sports have that rotation element in them, and so this is a really great one for that, as well as that plank that we're going to go into again right now. So, whew, that was number 2. We're going into number 3. How you doing?
Oh, I'm really feeling it.
All right. Okay, opposite knee to opposite elbow. Good. Same knee to same elbow, and then reach to the outside of your elbow with that knee. Nice. So just these couple little things as you're going through this progression, when you're going to your opposite knee to your opposite elbow, really drop that hip so that you get a good rotation. There it is. Nice, Alissa. All right, and we're going back to your flutter kicks. So flip on over again. Excuse me. We're going wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. One right after the other. But again, we're working in some different planes of motion as well as different ways that gravity is affecting your core. So, you know, we're going prone and face up and face down and supine and all that fun stuff. Those are basically the same thing, but just a couple fancy words in there. But, you know, face up and face down as well as in rotation. So we're getting all those muscles that really hold our core nice and strong and stable. Russian twists. Whew, how you doing?
Doing good.
Okay, reach across and really reach and rotate. So the more that you rotate, especially with your hands, and feel that rotating in through your waist and in through your hips, that's where we're going to get those obliques. So those obliques are in charge of rotation for our torso, so they're going to be some important muscles to get. Nice job. We only have one more set.
Whew.
Think you can handle it?
I think so.
Okay, last set. Flip over on your hands and on your toes for me. All right. Opposite knee to opposite elbow, same knee to same elbow, and then reach to the outside of your elbow. Squeeze those obliques and those abs. Again, holding in that belly button so it's nice and strong and solid and stable in this position, because in this prone position, your core kind of just wants to follow gravity and sink down. So really make sure that we keep that belly button in. Nice. Flutter kicks.
All right.
Last time through, you're almost there, then we get a break.
Okay, looking forward to the break. Boy, this is a tough one.
You're doing great. Get that core going. Again, core is the beginning of all movement, so keeping it strong and solid is going to be really important. How you doing?
Doing good.
Remember to breathe as you're doing this. Again, if we need to modify this just a little bit, you can always have one leg down, or you can also bring your knees in as you're doing those flutter kicks and that. Yep, bend those knees, yep. Okay, last set, Russian twists.
Right.
Try and see if you can keep your feet up the entire time. Last challenge, really reach across. Try and touch the ground on each side for me. There we go, good rotation. Nice job. Come on, you can do it. Come on, lift those feet up for me. You're almost there. You're almost there. You can do it. Breathe. Almost there. A couple more seconds. You can do it. And time. Woo. Nice job. Great job. All right. Well, we're going to take a quick break. So let's give those abs a break, grab some water, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to Healthfit 12, where we are working on your core today. So our second set now is going to be a side plank crunch on each side, and then with a supine plank. So go ahead and go onto your elbow and onto your leg or onto your feet sideways. Lift up for me, hand goes by your ear, and crunch down. So we're kind of doing like an oblique twist, but while we're in this side plank. So this is a great one again. Now if you need to go to your knees, you can go to your knees for your plank. Nice example. Now you get to go back to your toes, or back to your feet. And with this one, again, we're working in that rotation. So we're really trying to reach across, get those obliques going. And this kind of challenges that side plank. Go ahead and switch sides for me. Flip on over, other elbow, other side of your feet. Hand goes by your ear and reach down. Good. So again, we're working in what's called that transverse plane of motion. So it's going to be that rotation movement of our body. And so this kind of challenges that core, or challenges your core in that side plank in a different way. How's this feel?
Pretty good.
Pretty
I
good.
really feel this in my core, my shoulders.
Good. All right, go ahead and flip over on your back. Now we're going to do that supine, or that face up plank.
Okay.
So on your hands, on those toes. Now lift your hips up a little higher for me. Squeeze those cheeks back there. Good with your head. So again, making sure that your head's back and not, sucked forward that way. Nice. And then keeping your body nice and straight and solid, pulling those knees up so we get that activation in your quads. Nice job. How you doing?
Doing good.
Good. All right, back to our side plank. Great job. Again, we're going through this 4 times today. So again, if you're not joining us at home and you're just sitting there watching tonight, you better get down on the floor and you better join Alissa and do these side plank crunches. Don't leave her hanging.
That's right.
She's working hard. That's some of the funniest comments I get. And people are like, yeah, I watch your show. And I'm like, well, good. Do you work out with us? And they're like, well, no, I sit there and watch it. I'm like, well, you have to work out with us. That's the point of the show.
That's right.
Flip over to your other side. Great job with those.
No fair, just watching.
I know. Most people do just watch TV, but this is supposed to be an interactive show, so you guys are supposed to join us. You're supposed to record it and do it multiple times throughout this week. So
Be sure to send us your input too on Facebook.
absolutely, absolutely. We love to hear back about, hey, that was a great workout, or I want to learn more about this. And go ahead and flip over to your face-up plank. We love to hear feedback from you guys. We post all of our fitness tips and little videos and things like that on there, so make sure to find us on our Facebook page. Just search for Healthfit12. It pulls us up. Nice job. Again, pulling those quads up, pulling those knees up to get those quads engaged, lifting your hips up as high as you can, squeeze those glutes, belly button in, head back so we have that nice straight line through your cervical spine, and back to your side plank. Nice job. How you doing?
Doing good.
Lifting.
Getting a good core workout here.
Good. Again, core is the beginning of all movement, so we really want to make sure that your core is strong and solid in all of the different ways that we can move. So whether that's face up, face down, sideways, moving straight, moving just our lower half of the body or just the upper half of the body, moving in rotation. So all of this different stuff is really, really important because all of the muscle fibers run in a lot of different ways. Switch sides for me again. Nice job. Again, so if you're just doing crunches at home, you're probably not going to get the most effective workout for your abs because our body is very, very efficient at finding the path of least resistance. So our body will always find the easiest way to do something, which is why it adapts so quickly to the different things that we do. So if you've been doing the same workout for weeks on end, your body has found the easiest way to do it, so now your workout is not going to be as effective. Flip over on your back for me, face up plank. Body strong and solid. This is the end of number 3. We have one more time through. You think you can handle it?
Got one more in me.
All right. Then we have a little treat for the last set.
She calls it a treat.
We can't tell you yet. You don't get to find out yet what it is. You have to make sure that you come back and you better join in.
That's right.
Nice job. Again, body nice and solid in that straight line. Okay, last time through. Side plank. That crunch. That transverse plane of motion, getting that rotation in there. Again, this is another great exercise for golfers, for baseball people, players, softball players, volleyball players, all that rotation stuff. This is a great exercise for that. Nice job, Alissa. Flip over that other side for me. Last time through here, and then we have our face-up plank or our supine plank because we've done our prone, so face down. We've also done supine. We've done on each side. And then we have some fun stuff with regards to little recovery time in our last segment. So make sure that you are going to come back because you don't want to miss that. So One of my favorite ways to exercise. Okay, last prone plank. Holding that position, head back, glutes squeezed, quads engaged, core strong, head back. These are all little cues that us as trainers, we look through some of those main points in our body to make sure that that alignment is correct in the movements that you guys are doing. So last time, almost there. And rest. Great job. Okay, well, we have a treat for you when you come back for our last segment for our core, so make sure that you join us in just a second.
Healthfit 12 is brought to you by Blue Cross of Idaho.
Joining me is Karen Early, Director of Corporate Communications for Blue Cross of Idaho. These days, it seems everyone is looking for ways to save money on medical care. What things can everyone do to save money on medical costs without compromising the quality of their care?
Well, the first thing it's important to do is always use in-network doctors and hospitals. Blue Cross of Idaho, like most insurers, has a network of doctors, hospitals, pharmacies, virtually almost every kind of healthcare practitioner. You're going to save a lot of money if you use those in-network doctors and hospitals than if you go out of network. Your costs could be considerably higher. The other thing people can do is make sure that they stay healthy. 25% of the healthcare costs in the United States are because people don't take care of themselves. We actually have a lot of these things in our brochure. It's 10 ways to save costs, save money on healthcare costs. You can get this brochure at bcidaho.com, our website, or on our Facebook page, which is Blue Cross of Idaho on Facebook.
Great, and we'll try to link to that on our Facebook page as well, so you can get that information from Karen. And then, is it acceptable for a patient to ask if a service is actually necessary?
Absolutely. You can always talk to your doctor. You should be able to talk to your doctor and ask your doctor, do I really need to have that test? Do I really need to have that surgery? And make sure that you fully understand the costs that cost to you of that test or that surgery, and also make sure you understand whether or not there are any more conservative options you'd like to try first.
And what about the emergency room? Are there less expensive alternatives to the ER?
Absolutely. You really want to go to the emergency room for really emergency care. The best thing to do is go to a primary care center and see whether or not a primary care center can help you.
Well, join us next week for more great tips from Karen and Blue Cross of Idaho. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Healthfit 12, where we are working on your core. So just to recap, we've already done our plank with our knee progression. We've done flutter kicks as well as Russian twists. That was our first set. Then the next set we did our side plank crunch on each side, as well as our supine or our face up plank. How's your core feeling so far?
I'm feeling it.
Feeling it, all
Getting
right.
some good work here.
So here's what you've all been waiting for, is the Tabata jackknife. So remember, Tabata is the last name of an Asian guy that made up this style of workout, but we're gonna be doing 8 sets, so it's a little bit tougher to end out the day of 20 seconds of work and 10 seconds of rest. So it goes 20, 10, 20, 10, 8 times. And it's only a little bit of rest so that those muscles don't have a whole lot of time to recover. So we're definitely going to get ththose abs.
It's going to be hard, but it's going to be worth it.
That's right. Okay, so you ready? We're going to lay all the way down. Hands go up above your head. And we'll work through a few of those different progressions to make sure that if it does get harder, or if you need to make it harder, or we need to make it easier, we can change things up. Okay, so you ready?
Ready.
And go. So we're going to reach up and touch those toes for 20 seconds and then rest for 10. This is set number 1. Nice job. So we're getting your upper body all the way up and all the way down. Almost there. And rest. There's 1. Nice job. Here's your 10-second rest. Then we go into number 2. So it's just a little bit of rest time, so that as your muscles recover, go ahead and start into number 2. So as you do rest, your muscles don't have a whole lot of time to recover. Nice job. Reaching all the way up. So as you're doing this, the harder it is, when your legs go out straight, the harder it is. And as you reach those legs and your hands all the way up, it does make it harder. Go ahead and rest. That was number 2. it creates that longer lever effect. So if you do need to modify it, we can always bend your knees and keep your hands in front of your body so that as you reach up, go ahead and start again. This is number 3. This is kind of that modification that if your hands and your feet going all the way up and back in is a little bit too hard, this is how we can modify it. So how you doing so far?
Good.
Now again, with Tabata, you want to get as many as you can in within that 20 seconds. Rest, that was 3. So again, find that speed that works for you to where you can go as fast as you can or as slow as you can, but we still want to make sure that we're doing that 20 and 10, 20 and 10. Go ahead and start again for me. This is number 4. So you guys are doing great. Again, if you're just watching, you better join in. Don't leave Alissa here hanging by herself.
That's right.
Actually, we might be the only ones with good abs this summer. People are just going to sit there and watch the show.
That's right.
Rest. You're halfway through. Nice job.
So that was number 4?
That was 4.
So we're on 5.
That was 4. We're heading into number 5. So again, we're doing 8 sets. Tabata is 20 and 10, 20 and 10. Go ahead. Here's number 5. Nice job. I always have to kind of keep my hands with the number that we're on, otherwise I forget, and you probably end up doing like 20 of them or something. I don't know. Good job. Reaching all the way up. Again, if you need to modify it and bend your legs as you come up, you can do that. Rest for me. That was 5. Or to make it a little harder, those hands come all the way up with those legs straight as you touch, as opposed to having your legs bent. Doing okay? Go.
Yeah.
Here's number 6. You're doing great. You only have 3 more. Number 6, 7, and 8. So this is 6. Nice job. Again, finding that speed that works for you. Finding that tempo that works for you, and also finding that modification that works for you to where if you need to keep your knees bent or if you can handle going with your legs straight, rest for me. That was 6. You only have 2 more.
Whew.
You doing okay?
Yeah.
These are tough. We're ending out today's core workout
Hard,
with
but worth
Tabata.
it.
Yep, that's right. Okay, go. Here's number 7. So we're ending out today's workout with Tabata, kind of giving your core one last little push for the weekend. Nice job. This is number 7, so we're almost there. Again, Tabata is 20 and 10. So 20 seconds of exercise, 10 seconds of rest. Rest for me. That was 7. You only have 1 more. So 20 and 10, 20 and 10, 8 times through. It's a great way to get in 4 minutes of an exercise. Okay, last set, go. It's a great way to get in 4 minutes of an exercise that really burns out those muscles because it doesn't allow recovery time, or it doesn't allow for the energy to recuperate back into your muscles. So it makes it tougher and tougher. This is our last set. You can do it. The full 20 seconds. You're almost there. And rest. Great job. Good job. Let's stretch out your hip flexors. So let's go 1 foot in front of the other. Bring your hips forward for me. Make sure to squeeze your butt cheek. On the leg that's going down is the butt cheek that we want to squeeze, because those are muscles that work opposite of each other. So we're going to stretch out those hip flexors.
That's a lot more emphasis on that stretch.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then go ahead and so the leg that's down, go ahead and take your arm and reach it up. And let's get a little bit deeper into those psoas muscles, a little bit deeper into those hip flexor muscles. Nice job. And let's switch sides. The other leg comes forward, bring those hips forward, squeeze that glute. That same leg that the leg is down, we're reaching all the way up and over. How's this feel?
Good. Stretch out those hip flexors.
Yep. Yeah, those can get a little tired with Tabata. And a couple of the exercises that we did in the beginning too. All right. Nice job. How you feeling?
Feeling good.
Feeling good?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we have our fitness and our nutrition tips coming up, so make sure that you stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Healthfit 12 is brought to you by Blue Cross of Idaho.
Great workout, everyone. Thank you for joining us for our core workout with Charity. As you know, we always like to present a fitness and a nutrition challenge for our viewers every week. Charity, what is our fitness challenge for the upcoming week?
Well, this week what you're going to be doing is Tabata squat jumps and Tabata push-ups. So what Tabata is, just as a reminder, is you're doing 20 seconds of work and 10 seconds of rest 8 times through.
Okay, and what about a nutrition challenge?
Good question. So your nutrition challenge, since today was our core workout, here's a little thing that goes along with it. And for every 1 beer, for every 4-ounce glass of wine, or for every 1 shot of liquor, not including any mixers, it actually takes almost 500 crunches to burn those calories off. So every drink that you have, you owe me 500 crunches.
Yikes. Remember to find Healthfit 12 on Facebook, where you can get tips from our amazing Healthfit trainers, and send them your questions. Both Charity and Curtis are available for group and personal training. Check out Charity's website at fitbodytrainingonline.com or reach Curtis through our website at boisefitnessequipment.com. If you have questions about fitness equipment or any of the items that we use on the show, you can direct those questions to me as well through Facebook. Also, keep your eyes out for our Healthfit smartphone app, where you'll get the latest challenges and tips from our show. Thanks for joining us, everyone, for our workout today. And I'm Alissa Rossman with Boise Fitness Equipment.
I'm Charity Majors with Fit Body Training. Make it a great week, everyone.